Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And today's video, it's not a haul, it's like nothing. We're just gonna do a list of 10 eyeshadow palettes that I want, but I just cannot seem to just pull the trigger and buy them. A lot of them for the same reason, but I don't know. Let me know if you have any of the palettes that I have on my list and if you think that they are worth it. So the first palette is the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. I have never had an Urban Decay palette before, and they really never called to me. I'm not really like the super neutrally, like the Naked 2, Naked Reloaded, like they just seem boring. But the Naked Honey has all those really rich golds and yellows, and guys, you know me, I love yellow. And so I'm really tempted. I'm always really tempted, but I did just order the Good as Gold palette from ColourPop. So I'm hoping it's kind of like a dupe and it's really gonna satisfy that gold yellowy craving I have. I do have the ColourPop Honey palette, but for some reason I don't feel like the yellows pop on my skin tone. I don't know, I kind of just don't see it come out, and so I'm hoping there's like one shade in that ColourPop one that I'm really excited to get my fingers into. But yeah, the Naked Honey, and it's $49. A lot of these palettes are kind of around the same price point, and which is way above what I would typically pay for an eyeshadow palette. So yeah, tempted, but I don't know. But I have heard that like a lot of people who have not been too impressed with the Urban Decay shadows, they actually really like the Naked Honey. So I'm like, but I just can't do it. Okay, the next one, actually the next two on my list are Anastasia Beverly Hills. I do not own any palettes from ABH, and the first one is the Amorese palette. The colors in that, they just call my name. They look so beautiful, but I heard mixed reviews on it. It runs $49. I think all of ABH's palettes are $49, but there's like just a few colors in there that really draw me in, and it's limited edition, and so I'm just like, I want it, but it's $49. And so, I don't know, maybe it'll go on sale. Like the next one, the ABH Jackie Aina palette. There are a handful of shades in there that I am just like, I've gone to Ulta and I've touched them, I played with them, and they are beautiful. Like the shades are just gorgeous. And when I first saw the palette, I was not impressed with it, like just seeing it like on YouTube and everything. I was like, nah. But then whenever I saw it in person, I was like, I feel like I need this palette. And that did run for $49. It was limited edition. And I have been hearing that it is popping up at like TJ Maxx and Marshall's for a discounted price, as they typically are there. So I'm gonna keep my eye out on it there. Maybe, I don't know, that might be one that I actually pick up if I do find it at TJ Maxx. The next one is the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. Oh yeah, I forgot, I'm gonna be adding pictures. And that one runs for $58. I have two Melt Cosmetics palettes, and they are the Day of the Dead one. I have the Vida and the Muerto. Is that what it is? Muerte. And they are beautiful, great quality shadows. But those were a Christmas gift. I would never have bought those on my own. But the Gemini palette, as you can see, the color selection, the dingy greens and the mustardy yellows, they just call my name and speak to my soul. I really want it. That was limited edition as well, and they ended up bringing it back because it had such great reviews and everybody wanted it. And I understand why. I want it. Okay, number 5. This is the Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette, which was also limited edition. I believe it is still available on lunarbeauty.com, which is Manny MUA's cosmetics brand. And I do have his very first palette, the Greek Goddess palette, which I love. It is amazing quality and I love it. And it is kind of pretty neutrally eyeshadow palette, but the Moonspell palette, the packaging itself is just stunning. I love the idea of all the witches, and they're all named after different witches from pop culture. And I do love the formula. He has a wonderful formula. Oh, but okay, Greek Goddess was not his first palette. The Life's a Drag palette was his first palette. The Greek Goddess was like his second palette. I think that was limited edition as well, like holiday. But the Moonspell is so pretty. I really do like those colors, but what's drawing me behind on that one, okay, it's $48, which above my price point, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we know that, I'm a cheapskate. But I've been having really bad issues with pressed pigments, just destroying my eyes, like the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. I do okay with the Jawbreaker, oddly, but the Mini Breaker kills my eyes, like purples and reds and stuff. Oh, they kill me. And so I'm just like, I don't know. But the packaging is so pretty. Okay, number 6 is actually Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, the Conspiracy palette. So much hype. I was so excited when they were going to release this, and then whenever I saw it, I was like, kind of lackluster. Like it didn't draw me in. But there's just like, okay, the packaging for one is gorgeous, and it's like become like a makeup pop icon. Like it broke records, made history. And I do like Jeffree's formula, and there are some shades in there that I really like, but there's like so many neutrals that I just don't think that I would use. So I'm like, and it's $52. I know Jeffree has a big year coming up. He just released, okay, the Bloodlust collection, which is really not my bag. But I think next month he's got a huge release coming out next month, and you know, Jeffree Star is big into with the marijuana industry and all that, and obviously next month is April, the 4th month, and we're in the year 2020, 420, blah blah blah. We know the drill. And he's been talking about a big release coming up, and I love me some greens, and I'm hoping that he is going to release a green palette, or just green heavy. I'll take some yellows, which would be great if maybe, I'm hoping maybe like a smaller palette, not as big as like Blood Sugar or Blue Blood or anything like that. At maybe a lower price point that I would be more willing to pay. And which, if he did, that would kind of take away the Gemini Cosmetics, you know, it's like, I'm hoping kind of around that color scheme at a lower price point. So, we'll see. Okay. Number 7 is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, and I have had my eye on this palette since it came out. Every single time I go to Ulta, I go and I put my fingers and do little swatches, and it's beautiful, and it's $49, but I just can't do it. I don't know why, because I'm cheap, but I know, everybody loves that palette too. As far as like Too Faced is a pretty controversial makeup brand, but I hear people just absolutely love that palette, and I can see why. It's really beautiful, but I just can't. So number 8 is the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette, and that was in collaboration with Desi and Katie, who are on YouTube. I don't really follow them. I've tried following Desi, but she's absolutely stunning and very talented. But she's a very neutral girl, like think like Kim Kardashian, just nudes. Like, and it's just not me. And I wish that she would do more colorful type of looks, because her and I feel we have a very similar skin tone, and I could learn from her, but she's just not into colors. She's just like nude and beige and tan and taupes and boring. And I just don't really find her very relatable for some reason. I just don't vibe with her. She's stunning and has talent, but I don't know. But I guess, okay. Either way, the palette is beautiful, and it has made so many people's favorites list over the years, like since it came out, and I have touched it a couple of times at my Ulta, but they stopped carrying it, and they had it like in the clearance section, but it was never priced on clearance. It's $55, and so I really, really want that too. Like the formula is amazing. They're so creamy and pigmented and I'll probably never get it though. Okay, the next one is, I've only seen this, I've never seen it in person. It is the Beauty Bay collaboration with Mitchell, who is an amazing makeup artist. I believe he's on YouTube as well. He's really good friends with Jeffree Star, and he's like constantly doing makeup looks on Jeffree Star when he's in the country, because I believe he's from like London or something like that. But he is so talented, and he created this amazing rainbow colorful eyeshadow palette, and there are so many beautiful yellows in there, and it just looks stunning, and I want it. And it runs for $36, which is actually the cheapest palette out of all of them that I'm going to talk about today. And but you have to order it, and I think it's coming from, I don't even know where Beauty Bay is. I don't know. It's not in America from what I understand. So I don't know, with like shipping and blah, waiting. I don't want to wait. I have like that. Amazon has ruined us all. If I can't have it in 2 days, I don't want it at all. So I don't know, but it's still really pretty. And I think you can make some really cool looks with it, like for every holiday, because it's a rainbow palette. You could do like Thanksgiving and fall looks. You could do Christmassy looks, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, spring, summer, anything. So, I really want that one. I think if I were, no, I'm not even gonna make any claims right now. No claims. Okay, the last one is the most expensive palette. It's $129, and it is from Natasha Denona. And it is the Metropolis palette. And again, it's full of dark, grungy 90s, like greens and yellows and mustardies, and just, I love it, and it speaks to me. But $129, Natasha, I get it. It's a high-end formula. She's amazing at what she does. I don't really know a whole lot about her, but everybody rants and raves that she's fantastic. So, I mean, everybody can't be wrong, right? She has a few other palettes that I really, really want to, like the Sunrise and the Sunset palette. And one of them is actually more affordable, like $60 some, like $70 or something like that. But the Metropolis palette, oh my goodness, the color scheme just gets me, and I want it, but I'm not gonna pay $129 for an eyeshadow palette. It's ridiculous. I just can't do it. Like, no. I won't even spend $36. Like, I know, the struggle is real. FOMO. But yeah, that is my list. Let me know if you guys have any of these, and if you think they are worth the price or just having in my collection. I'm really trying to use all of my palettes. And so I'm trying to fill in gaps of things that I don't already have. So like if I were to get like the Metropolis palette, which I'm not because it's for $130, that would probably ease my want for the Gemini palette, or if like Jeffree Star came out with like an all green palette, you know, I don't know, and like the Naked Honey. So I don't know, I'm just trying to find things that I don't have already, or trying to like find a better version of them, or a more affordable version. So I don't know, guys, I'm done. So, but let me know if you guys like my look today. What did I use? What palette did I use? Oh, I used the Juvia's Place Nomad palette. I love Juvia's Place. Oh my goodness. 2 palettes that they have that I am gonna get. So they're not on the list, but I do love their palette. Okay, kids here, please give my video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I appreciate you guys always watching and supporting and leaving comments down below. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and if you have some sunshine, enjoy it, because I know I am. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Bye.